Imagine you are a galactic mechanic. You're sent to a tiny blue planet to fix a carbon-based bipedal machine called a human. The machine's cooling system is failing, its gears are grinding, and its warning lights are flashing red. You don't have any spare parts, so you give the machine a piece of useless white chalk, and you tell the machine's internal computer, "This is a high-tech quantum repair module. It will fix everything." And then something impossible happens. The machine's internal computer believes you. It starts rewiring its own circuits. It releases its own lubricants. The warning lights turn off. The machine starts running perfectly. As a mechanic, you'd be terrified. You'd think the machine is malfunctioning. But on Earth, this isn't a malfunction. It's a standard feature. They call it the placebo effect, and it is the most beautiful, nonsensical glitch in the human operating system. The humans didn't truly understand this until they started killing each other on a massive scale. During World War II, an American anesthesiologist named Henry Beecher was treating wounded soldiers on the front lines. He ran out of morphine, the chemical humans use to numb extreme pain. Desperate, a nurse injected a soldier with nothing but salt water, saline. But she told the soldier it was morphine. To Beecher's total shock, the soldier stopped screaming. His blood pressure stabilized. He didn't go into shock. His body reacted as if the chemical was real. When Beecher returned to Harvard after the war, he realized that up to 35% of human medicine wasn't the medicine at all. It was the expectation of the medicine. From an observer's perspective, this is a massive security flaw. It means human biology is not a closed system. It's an open interface that can be hacked by a story. How does this hack work? Human scientists used to think it was all in the head, meaning it was just an imaginary feeling. They were wrong. It's all in the brain, which is a very different thing. When a human swallows a fake pill believing it's a painkiller, their brain doesn't just pretend. It actually opens its own internal pharmacy. It floods the nervous system with endorphins and enkephalins, natural chemicals that are structurally similar to the drugs they buy in stores. They've done studies on Parkinson's patients where doctors gave them a placebo. The patients' brains literally started pumping out dopamine, the exact chemical their bodies were failing to produce. Even more disturbing, the price of the fake pill matters. Humans have found that an expensive placebo works better than a cheap one. A fake injection works better than a fake pill. And get this, a sham surgery where a doctor just cuts the skin and sews it back up without fixing anything can sometimes cure knee pain as effectively as real surgery. To us, it looks like these creatures are living in a simulation where the rules of biology are secondary to the rules of their own narrative. But every glitch has a dark side. If believing you are being healed can save you, then believing you are being harmed can kill you. This is what they call the Nocebo Effect. In 1998, a human in a clinical trial for antidepressants swallowed 26 pills in a suicide attempt. His blood pressure plummeted. He was shaking, pale, and dying. When he got to the hospital, doctors couldn't stabilize him. Then, a doctor from the trial arrived and revealed the truth. The man was in the control group. The pills he took were just sugar. As soon as the man realized he hadn't taken any chemicals, his blood pressure returned to normal within minutes. He was dying because his brain commanded his heart to stop based on a lie. This is the terror of being a human. You are a biological machine that can be talked into your own destruction. Why would evolution leave such a massive hole in the human OS? Why isn't the body just honest? There is a theory called the expectancy theory. Evolution is expensive. Healing a wound or fighting an infection costs a lot of metabolic energy. The human brain acts like a gatekeeper. It doesn't want to spend all its energy on healing if the environment is still dangerous. But when the brain perceives care, a doctor in a white coat, a pill, a ritual, it feels safe. It gives the body permission to open the energy reserves and start the repair process. As an observer, I find this heartbreakingly poetic. The human body is capable of healing itself almost any time, but it's too scared to do it alone. It needs to feel cared for. It needs a signal from the outside world that it's okay to survive. So, if you're a human watching this, remember, your pills are real, but your belief is the engine. You aren't just a machine being repaired by chemicals. You are the programmer who can override the hardware. The glitch isn't a mistake. It's proof that for your species, the mind and the body were never actually separate. Observation log closed. I'll see you in the next cycle.